Yo guys, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video, and oh do we have a lot to talk about today. Before we even start out, Matt HD Gamer, the big, FIFA YouTuber around here, has got 2 million subscribers. He made a market crash video, and historically, whenever he does this, usually for Black Friday, it sends the market into a frenzy because everyone panics like crazy as, Matt HD Gamer doesn't really know too much about the market. And because of this video, it's probably going to send the market in a frenzy. This wasn't even supposed to be planned out for today's video. We were going to talk about the Great Depression of FIFA 21 right here. The market has just been dropping like crazy. And, this literally happened seconds before I hit start recording. So, we're just going to talk about it all today. What's going to happen with the market this week. Just it being down, what's gonna, is it gonna keep going down, when to sell, buy, all that good stuff. I've been getting a million questions about it all. So we're just gonna get right into it. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a like and make sure you guys subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. And without further ado, we'll get right into it. As you guys could see there, Foot Champs was this weekend, and I guess we can start there. With Foot Champs, I only finished Gold 2. It was not really a great weekend at all. And, being Gold 2, I played with mostly a lower elo than, I'm used to playing. Like I was playing on, +5, +6, minus, +4, whatever the case may be. And one thing I noticed was, and my biggest mistake this weekend was, underestimating people and their teams. I thought a lot of people were going to go in with a lot, like, crappier teams. But that wasn't the case. I went in with a pooper squad. My squad total was 50k. I was coming up against teams that consistently had 500k, a million coin teams. I faced a guy with Pele at a +3 elo. It was actually crazy. And this leads me to my first point on why the market is down so much. And I think it's due to just way too many people have way too many, good cards right now in this game. And I think a lot of people have too many coins. EA made a mistake with that rival thing, in my opinion. They just inflated the market so much right at the start of the game that there's just no demand for the cards now. Everyone built good teams to start off, and right now we're sitting in a gap where there's just no demand in the market whatsoever. And this is the reason why we just keep going down. It's why whenever we get supply, people instantly, just sell because people already have their teams. They don't want to buy any more players. So when you have all these people, listing up cards that they just packed or whatever, or they're getting from their supply, there's just no demand to counter it. And it's going to bring me to my next point, and it's why I'm making this video today on Monday, is I'm a little worried for the market this week because, with the new division rivals change where, if you play all your Foot Champ games, you play 30 games of Foot Champs, what actually happens is they count as your division rival matches, as you could see there. 30 out of 30 for me. So that's a little worrisome, honestly, because, nobody is going to have, no one wants to play rivals now. If you played Foot Champs, there is no need to play rivals until Thursday morning or whatever. I think this is a really stupid change, by the way. I don't understand how EA are going to do this. I thought at first it was a good idea because it allowed, casual players to kind of, be able to have more game time. Casual players will be able to get higher rewards. It prevents, people running the scores up, especially with the cap we've seen, rank 1's only 13.5k. Last week with the cap, it was only 17k. And I believe last year, it would be like 25, 26k to get rank 1. So that's a huge, that's a huge, I guess, bonus for casual players. But I think EA kind of are missing the point here, and I think Division Rival Rewards should change. Because like I said, there's no need to play on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday anymore. If you play Champs, what is the point to play Rivals? I guess if you're chasing a higher skill rating or you need to re-qualify for Foot Champs after a bad weekend. But realistically, the majority of players, there's just no need for them to play. All this is going to do, maybe someone goes and plays squad battles? Probably not. No one wants to waste their time. So with no demand, this should bring the market down. And we can take a look at some prices here. I know Neymar is a big one that came down. Talked about him last week. I really liked him for a Friday flip, and he looked really good before he started getting brought down. I called it out on like Monday or Tuesday. I said Neymar, he's 900k. This card is a great investment. I think he'll easily go over a mil. He went over a mil for about a few hours, and now he looks like he's under 900k, 895. Pretty low for Neymar considering the time of the game. Mbappe is a card, again, I was looking at as well. He was 1.2 mil last night. I'm not too sure what he is at the moment. I believe he could be under. Yeah, it looks like we about 1.2. He held his price fairly well. Considering, I'm surprised anybody's buying them because of all the loan Mbappes that were probably in the game this weekend anyways. I played about 1 million of them. But regardless, like I said, some prices are just going down. Mbappe was a little higher, I believe, at the start of last week. Messi is down. I know Messi's under a mil now. So some of these cards I think are just going to continue to drop down. Like I said, just with everything that's been happening in this market, and yeah, Messi is much lower. I believe he was about 760 before Weekend League. We'll take a look now. 730. Oh yeah. Even less, because this market does not like to show up. And that's another reason the market keeps going down, is because the way the searches appear. Look at all these cards that are magically appearing now when I lower the search, and 685k for Messi. At this stage of the game, wow. 670 right there with a Hunter. He'll probably sell right off, but, 2 minutes to go, a right forward Messi with a Hunter for 670k, no one's bought him in 2 minutes. That is not a good sign at all for the market. And again, it's why I'm a little worried for this, for the market, because there's just no demand for these cards, and I think we are going to see a pretty decent drop off from now until rewards, just because there's going to be a lot of supply, especially at content time. If we start getting packs, EA need to come out with something to take some coins, or not really take some coins out of the game. But yeah, they need to take some coins out of the game. The market needs to go down a little bit more in order for it to go back up, in my opinion. The reason is too many people have coins in their accounts. They need to take coins out of people's accounts, and then they need to, start adding cards that will increase demand for other cards. I think, these big meta cards like Messi should not be 670k 2 or 3 weeks into the game. That is ridiculous to me. And this is only going to continue because of this fear that's coming in, and just this no demand. There needs to be something to bring these cards up. Maybe they need some objectives with really good rewards, like, build a team with a minimum rating of 84, max of 86, in order to, get like a really nice card or something. Like, those kind of objectives can boost the market up. And it's exactly what this market needs, is it needs something to propel it up. EA could always turn on their auto bots and, they can start sniping cards and trying to raise prices, which I believe they did last year, at least once or twice when we started getting really low. But from an EA standpoint, they need to do something, because what's going to happen is these cards are going to get too low at one point, and opening packs is just not going to be worth it. And this happened in about March and April last year. So many cards were just way too low. You could pack an 89 rated player and he would still not be worth more than the pack. It was crazy, right before team of the season, how low some cards were. And it looks like we're already starting to get to that stage. It's just like the more and more players that we see down are just, just less value the packs have, and less value, the market's going to have. I just think a lot of people are really holding coins in their account at the moment. Llorente is a great example of someone who has absolutely died out. Card probably goes for less than 3k now. He was 25k a week ago. 25k a week ago. And just goes down to, no demand, too many coins at the start. It's just ridiculous. So we'll go on to the next question. When to buy, when to sell. I would say the best time to buy your teams is probably going to be Tuesday, tomorrow I think, or Wednesday. It really depends what the market does. It depends what content comes out for the game. But the market, I feel like it can go lower than what it is at right now. If you're looking to sell, if you already are holding if you're holding some players, it's tough to call because, again, like I said, the market can still go down. If you have big players like Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. I think it's a good idea to hold, honestly, and the reason is these cards are going to be good throughout the whole game. If we start getting some alternatives, like let's say, we get like a Scream Suarez, he has a lot of pace. Messi, because he links well with Suarez, will actually go up in price. And I think just throughout, until we really get some really good alternatives to those big cards, I just can't see them, staying down this low. And, I think every trader has said it at least, 5 times. I don't think things can get any lower than they are, but it looks like it can. So, but like I said, I think big cards will rebound eventually. Just a matter of when. I think, this Once to Watch promo has gone on just for a little bit too long now. I feel like people are bored of it. There's no boosted cards. Alternatives don't rise to these cards because you're just buying a card for twice the price of the gold with the same stats. It's not really going to boost alternatives up because I just feel like no one really cares to buy. I think Once to Watch cards are great for trading, but how many times last year did you see Once to Watch cards actually in a weekend league team? Very rarely, unless it was like the objective Thiago Silva, which we saw this weekend. But realistically, I mean, not many people care for this Once to Watch promo because the cards aren't boosted. So Ultimate Scream needs to be a big promo. They need to come out with some really good content. They need to come out with some really good cards, and they need to strategically pick cards. Pick cards that are unusable in good leagues. There's a card, James. James looks like he has a sick card, but with 50 pace, he's got nothing. You boost that card up, you put him at cam, right wing, wherever you want to put him, EA. You boost the card up with, pace-wise. You give him really good pace, and that card will be expensive. It will bring alternatives up because people want to use a really nice James Rodriguez card. It'll boost up some of those Premier League cards, and it will be good. I mean, some of the Premier League cards are really low too. Aguero is under 100k. 89 rated Aguero, if I'm not wrong, 89 rated Aguero is 90k in October. It's crazy to me how low some of these cards are. Now, like I said, when to sell for, if you're trading, sell for rewards, I guess. I mean, it's never a bad idea to buy. However, right now, as I'm recording this video, the market has rebounded a little bit from last night. I know some cards like Ben Yedder have gone from 85k to 97k. Sane went down to like 75, 80k last night. He's about 90 again. Some cards are rebounding, but like I said, I think this is just, I don't know. It looked really unnatural. It all came at a time, and then at a certain point, the market just flattened out. Honestly, to me, it looked like EA kind of boosted it up, but that's just my own opinion. Like I said, with content, I have a feeling the market will go right back down. So just be ready. I think we do have some Champions League cards coming out tomorrow, Tuesday. So be aware for that. We're going to make a whole video about that tomorrow morning or later this afternoon. I'm not too sure yet. I'll decide after I'm done with this video. But with the Champions League cards, you have to watch out because, again, there's usually some good packs that come out with those marquee matchups and all that. And, with the Champions League cards, it's just more supply, a lot more supply into the market. And this is a little, Champions League cards are a little bit dangerous to these, low-rated meta cards that a lot of people like to use because they're going to be easily packable. You're going to see more of the market tank when Champions League cards come out because it's just another big supply of gold cards coming in. So just be aware for that as well. As far as, I guess, the rest of this week goes, like I said, I think we continue dipping until about, Wednesday. I want to say Thursday for rewards will rise, but realistically, I'm not too sure how much demand will be there. Like I said, there are a lot of people with really good teams right now. There are no new cards coming out. We need a big new batch of boosted cards coming out for people to really want to, buy new cards. But, as of right now, after I've played Sadio Mane probably 15 times over Weekend League, I just don't think anybody really cares to buy a new team, and I just don't think the market's going to be looking too good for this next week. Again, like I said, I think we're going to dip until probably Ultimate Scream because we need some boosted cards. And these player SBCs they're giving us, I don't think that is not going to do much, honestly. Maybe it rises a few cards, like Witzel maybe will rise like Sancho up a few K, but it's not going to do anything. It just doesn't look good. Let's see what that Messi did sell. He did sell for 670, but just the demand was so low. It took so long for that Messi to sell. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, like I said, you know, it's not looking too good. If you guys have teams right now, which I know this is going to be the biggest question throughout, is when should I sell my team? They're losing value. If you have big players, I say look to just, you know, hold on to those big guys. I think they'll rebound eventually, hopefully. As for the lower rated cards, I would just look to probably get rid of them soon at a time you find when the market kind of, you know, rises up like it is right now for a little bit. Probably just look to sell, you know, soon. I know it's kind of panic selling, but realistically, I think we just go lower. There's just no need to play, no demand, nothing to do for the next 3 days. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate you guys sticking around till the end, especially if you're listening now. Please drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll answer as soon as I can. You know, try not to lose too many coins. I hope you guys all had a good weekend league at least. So maybe you can pack something decent. But yeah, until next time, guys, peace.